I feel like majority of my contents are just 240, but I mean, I've done a whole bunch of stuff on the E36 already, so now the 240 is getting the spotlight. My previous video, I went in for an alignment and we had a little issue. I'll just go over it with you guys. So the issue that I was having is that the driver's side, it was maxed out at positive camber. I couldn't adjust anymore on this side. As for the passenger side, it's about negative 3-degree camber. I was trying to even it out, but for some reason I think this car was in a wreck or something, or hit the curb on the driver's side. The whole plan was just to keep this car stock, like stock control arms and all of that stuff. But now I made a decision to just go full on adjustable. My neighbor, we're watching a football game, and anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, let me show you guys right here. I got the new adjustable lower control arms. This is made by PBM. The reason why I went with this, because it's a lot more like budget friendly, I guess, and the quality that I hear about is good quality. And then this thing is like freaking heavy. It's solid. The color is in rose gold and brass, I guess, but it doesn't really matter for me about the color. I'm not too picky when it comes to something like this. And on the left of it, I also bought some new coilovers. This is a Feal, and this is the 441 series with Swift springs. The reason why I'm changing the coilover is because the one I have on right now is a mix and match of coilover brands, and this thing is freaking bouncy. It's not comfortable to ride in at all, which is why I invested in a real coilovers, American made. I was gonna go with PBM, all PBM, but I know I'm gonna be, rebuilding the coilovers to my specs in the future, and the PBM coilovers does not allow me to rebuild. So, which is why I went with Feal. This is probably my actually my E36 was a VC, and this is my first time with Feal coilovers. Probably my biggest, most expensive coil I've ever bought. But yeah, I'm excited to see the ride quality. I know Feal's got a lot of support behind their backs, and what started off for them was the 240. They started testing on the 240, and then it's been proven and tested. So I have my trust in them. I know this is gonna be a good coilovers for sure. Anything that's better than what I have on right now. It's like, I don't really know the brand, but it's shitty as hell. So, but that's what we're gonna be doing. Swap out the coilovers and install the front lower control arm. I hope that fixes my camber issues. I maxed out on the top hat. I didn't want to go this route yet. I just want to try drift with what I have, but I know eventually I'm gonna have to go fully adjustable. What better time than now to just go fully adjustable. Jason is here again. He's gonna be helping me with the installation.
Did it stop recording?
Probably gonna be making him do all the work, like always, especially the control arms. I know the one I have on right now, this tension rod is separate, but for PBM or Part Shop Max, these are together. So yeah, this is the tension rod. This is where you adjust your caster, and this is the front lower control arm. This is where you adjust the this is the adjustment right here. It's where you adjust your camber. But yeah, these are high clearance tension rods. So actually there's one more thing that I haven't taken out, which is the the camber caster plate for the front. I mean, the Feal coilovers already came with it, but since I'll be installing that adjustable arm, it might push out. Yeah, it's supposed to push out the wheels a little bit more, and I can still kind of adjust the camber on here, but at the same time you can adjust the camber from the top. But then since I have more angle, this might not. You can see the slot is not as, there's not many adjustments on here, which is why I bought the caster camber plate from GK Tech. It's made for high angle, so I have more adjustability. So actually, let me just go in the shop and bring it out. Okay, so this is the camber caster plate, the top hat. Oh shit, wrong one. This is my side mirrors. Hey, this is for later. This is for later. Shoot, what's my top hat? I don't know. Alright, more parts.
That was kind of fucking.
This is the front sway bar. GK Tech front sway bar. This is the high clearance front sway bar. The stock one I have, I don't even know the brand. It's some kind of eBay brand. Came with the car. But this is GK Tech high clearance sway bar. And let's see what's inside. A bunch of GK Tech stickers. And came with some brackets and the bushings for the sway bar. In here, I believe this is where the adjustment brackets, yeah, right there. Just open it up. So there it is. This just goes onto the side. The thing I like about this bracket is it's blind. So it's easier to just kind of make your adjustments. I don't even know if I need to replace this. I just bought it because I know something's gonna hit, tire's gonna rub somewhere, and it might be the sway bar. So I didn't want the car to be down for so long, so I just get what I need, what I think I need. And yeah, there's the other one. Looks like it's used. You think?
Yeah.
Like it's used, yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's alright. Just cosmetic. No one's gonna see it anyway.
Once you flip the car, yeah.
Yeah. On his back.
Yeah.
Shit, what was I gonna get? Oh, the camber caster plate. I forgot the camber caster plate at home. I thought I brought it with me, but apparently not. So what's gonna happen is I'll be installing the coilover as is with the stock camber plate. And I mean, I don't even know if we need the camber caster plate. Maybe this adjustable load control arm would do it all. But I bought it just because with my E36, the extended control arm extends the wheel out too far where I didn't have enough adjustability for the camber, so it's maxed out. And that's when I got the camber caster plate or top hat, and that kind of helps out with the camber adjustment. So I thought I might need it for this 240, so I bought it. You know, I don't want to be like installing everything else and later on turns out I need something else and wait another week or two or longer. Gonna go ahead and just install the coilover as is and the adjustable arm along with this adjustable front sway bar. Damn, that sucks. I was hoping to get everything installed today. Alright guys, so Jason got the wheels off, and just want to go over on what's going to be replaced. So this is the tension rod. This is what adjusts the caster, and then this lower control arm is kind of adjusts the camber. It just moves out and in. But right now, like I mentioned, the top hat is maxed out at positive camber. So the reason why I'm installing this one here is so that I can, you know, I'm able to adjust the camber from down here at the lower control arm, since the top is maxed out. Here, so this is what I was talking about. This is maxed out. I can't get that positive camber out. You look at this fender well, you can kind of see there's like a wrinkle down there. So it looks like this side has, you know, ate the curve sometime in his life. So if you look inside here too, you can kind of see it right up in here somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. So I think that's why this side of the car is kind of like messed up, but it's only off about like 4 degrees. So I hope that, you know, kind of resolves my issue. If not, then probably gonna have to check on the pretty much do some measurements, see if the car is, if the frame is bent or something like that. But that's last resort, and I kind of need some extra angle too, you know. That's the reason why I'm getting this, you know, adjustable arms. But as you can see, this is my sway bar, and with the new PBM control arm, when I turn, this thing is gonna hit. This is about 33 millimeter, I believe. 31 or 33? I think it was 31. There's not a lot of clearance. If you look at this GK Tech's front sway bar, it's bent right here, so this allows more wheel clearance, wheel tire clearance. That way it doesn't rub against here. As you can see, this is like no room at all. This should be a straightforward installation. So I mean, I got my best helper over here. We're gonna start tearing it apart and get this thing done.
Here you go.
All right, we're gonna start off by taking off these bolts that's holding on the coilovers. With just 2 17 millimeter. I'll probably need another 17 in the back here. Hey, look at this shit. Look at how loose that thing is. This brand, oh, it's teen. It's actually teen coilover.
Is that good?
That was something else. This is the new one. I guess it doesn't matter which side it is, left, right. There's no like engraving on here. Doesn't matter really. Alright, so this is side by side of the Feal and teen coilovers. You can see they kind of look identical height wise. Maybe just a few inches I gotta adjust. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it as close as possible to the same ride height, or maybe lower. I want it actually a little bit lower in the front, but this teen coilover is maxed out. I couldn't go any lower. I hope I have more adjustment to go lower on the Feal coilover. Oh shit. Almost got me. I'm gonna take the lower control arm and this tension rod, and that should be it for this side. Oh, and of course this sway bar. Caliper coming out. Stick this shit out too. Okay, hold on, yeah. Alright, I got this side off, the spindle, and one last bolt, and it should drop right down. There we go. Man, this thing's still brand new. I bought this brand new. Alright, so these are the two tension rod and front load control arm. You can see this is the OEM style. This is the tension rod. It's straight comparing to the PBM. And this is the load control arm, non-adjustable. So these two are built in together. This is kind of where you adjust your caster. This is the adjustment. So they kind of look about the same length already. So yeah, this is out of the box and it's almost the same length. So I don't think like I would need to adjust it anymore. I'm just gonna leave it as is out of the box because it's pretty much the same length. So just gonna throw this on and then yeah, and then I just make adjustments from there if needed. Just to make it easier, I took off the knuckle so I can assemble it off the car. So this is how it's gonna look. The stud end actually goes onto the knuckle, and these two will mount onto here and here. So what you want to do is push it up forward like this, like that, and then that just aligns between here and there. So I'm just gonna ask Jason to assist me carrying this whole control arm up and just hold it there in place until I just put the bolts through. Alright, so before I do that, I'm gonna be swapping out the front sway bar with GK Tech. This thing was a pain to install, man. The wrong size again. I gotta take this shit out first. Sway bar comparison. You can just see how much more clearance GK Tech's sway bar is. And I don't even know this brand, unknown brand, eBay or something. But yeah, this is gonna help a lot with the clearance, especially like right here too with this adjustable lever. This will give you more clearance right there. So we'll throw this bad boy on and then we can finally install the damn coilovers, man. We haven't even installed anything yet, just removing stuff apart. But yeah, we'll get this on, then the coilovers, then the arm. Alright guys, so we got the high clearance sway bar on, and you can see there's a lot of adjustability. You can see how much farther it goes up and how much lower it goes down. So depending on your engine swap, this will clear your oil pan very easily. So next thing is gonna be installing this lever right here. This just sits onto the spline just like so. It's kind of hard for me to do it with one hand, but it just sits on something like that. So it sits on it like that, and it also came with some instruction which Jason has right here. Let's take a look. Oh, wrong side. So you can take a look at the instruction here. I already got the sway bar mount on with the bushings, and that one is tight. According to the picture, you can see this part right here faces up, and then on the other instruction right here it says this sits below the chassis right here. So you will not adjust it like this. It's gotta sit below here. So something like that, but you get what I mean. So once you get that on, these three holes here, the last three holes will determine your sway bar stiffness. So the further away, which is on Let me just mount this on so it's easier for me to show. So the furthest one away or towards the back, this will be the softest. As you go more to the front, this will make it more stiffer. So I'm probably gonna leave it right in the middle. So I don't want it too stiff or not too soft. So I'll leave it right in the middle. Before installing the levers, apply a little bit of anti-seize compounds onto the splines so it's easier to slide in and out for adjustments. Just makes it easier for like future when you make adjustments. Alright, so Jason's gonna put the PBM arms on. So this is how it goes in through here. And the other one just goes in that slot, but I might have to extend it out. Got the control arm on. This is how it looks. And all we need to do is install the knuckle on it. And then yeah, we'll show you guys what to do next after that. Alright, so time to install the knuckle. So just go right in right here. And then nut and washer. Just like so. So washer and the nut. And then install back the outer tie rod end. Just goes on right here. So this is just a stock S13 knuckle. I was looking for the PBM knuckle as well, but they were sold out. So once they are back in stock, then I'll probably get the knuckle as well. But for now, this works just fine. All right, guys. So it's finally time to install the coilovers. It took so long just to install the PBM adjustable lower control arm, and yeah, I'm really excited to try this on. It doesn't really say left or right, so I'm gonna assume either side. Doesn't matter, they're the same. I'm just gonna choose this left side right here. This is on my left hand. So this is pretty simple. Just line it up on the hole above on the shock tower. Going out there. There you go. Leave it like this so I can move it around. Just gotta push these up, line up the holes, and then you're good to go. I'm gonna keep the height the same where it is. I usually apply anti-seize on the threads just so that it's easier when I need to make height adjustments. So over time, you know, these tend to corrode and surface rust starts to build up. And yeah, once there's surface rust and it's some like small tiny gravel gets onto the thread, it's gonna be hard to spin. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like with the new coilover in. So all I gotta do is put back the rotors, the calipers, and just drop it to the ground and check the ride height. I already kind of measured out my ride height, so I don't know if this is too low, but we'll find out once I chop the car down. So this side is pretty much almost done after I put the calipers and then the rotors, and then we can go start on the back side. Alright, so we got the front done. Now we just have to start on the rear, which should be a lot more simpler. So as for the rear, I mean, all it is just the bolt right here and the 3 knots holding the coilovers on top right there. 14 millimeter, and that should remove the whole coilover down. The rear is a lot easier than the front. Alright, so this is the old coilovers, and I already got the new ones ready. I already applied anti-seize and pretty much mirror off of what's on this side. That way I can achieve the same ride height. So this is ready to get installed back on. Okay, alright. Rear is all done. Everything's all nice and tight. I hope it's not too low, because I'm almost like maxed out. I can't wait to see how this feels. I know it's gonna be a lot better than my previous one, but the good thing about this, there is dampener adjustment. So if you want it more stiffer, I can make it more stiffer. So yeah. Alright, so all I'm doing now is going around the car and ensuring that the ride heights on each corner are somewhat the same ride height. And this one is, I'm measuring from the bottom of this spring, just right between this groove right there, from the bottom of the spring to the top or the bottom of this lock nut right here. So I'm getting about 2 and 2.5. If you can see, 2.5 right there. This is the same ride height from my old coilovers, and I was maxed out at the lowest setting. So it seems like I have more adjustment to lower the car. So what I'm gonna be doing is lowering the car about I would say half an inch to an inch. So it does come with spanner wrench. So what you want to do is break loose this collar nut right here, and then since I'll be lowering the car, I'll be spinning it this way, clockwise. If you're going to be raising the car, it's going to be the opposite, counterclockwise. So you would turn that way. Lowering the car, clockwise. Raising the car, counterclockwise. You feel me? Feal coilover also comes with dampening adjustment, as you can see here, and I also have the knob that comes with it. So this just goes over this, and as you can see on the small screw hole, that's where you stick in your 3mm Allen screw, and then you just tighten that down. Right now, as you spin it, it's just gonna spin freely and not make any adjustment. So this is a one-way adjustment, 30 click spectrum. So you can only go one way to, you know, kind of soften or make it stiffer, whichever one you want. All right, guys. So I managed to get everything installed today. PBM, adjustable lower control arm, the Feal coilovers, and also the GK Tech high clearance sway bar. So I'll show you guys. And this one right here is probably the end length from the arm to the coilovers, which I don't have, and I don't think I'll run that. Pretty much got everything installed. The control arm, coilovers, passenger side. Alright, so just gonna go over a few things on the control arms and what kind of adjustment you can make. So first off, it's going to be this tension rod or tension arm. This one adjusts your caster for drifting. Of course, you want more positive caster for more self-steer, and the way you adjust this is pretty much grab adjustable wrench, and you want to break the lock nut loose, these two right there, one out here and one on the inside. This is the main nut that you'll be adjusting. So once you break these loose, then you can make your adjustments. This is easy because you can adjust this while it's on the car. Now for the control arm itself, this adjusts the camber. So notice there's only one nut right here, adjustment nut, and you're looking at the tension rod. There's two locking nut and one adjustment nut, but it still have the same setup here with the Allen. So what I'm gonna do is loosen this and loosen these two. This is pretty much holds the adjustment in place. So you loosen that up, and then you unbolt the main bolt that's holding this part up, and then drop it down and make your adjustment from there. So you can't really make an adjustment on the car because there's no space, and also this time joint adjustment or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't allow it doesn't allow this to rotate 360. This one here has like a thread. It's like a sleeve on this nut, and it's threaded on the main thread, if that makes sense. So this rotates freely, and when you rotate this, it pushes the arm out, you know, backward or forward. So this one does not do that because it adjusts from this main part here. So if you were to spin this, these two space here would get in the way. So when we adjust the tension rod, this one spins with on the thread. That kind of makes sense. So this side is already adjusted. Did all my measurements here. I'm all happy. I'm satisfied with it. The last thing I need to do is drop the car down on, this is what I have set up right now. Drop the car down on the wheels and then install and align my sway bar, as you can see right here. Going back to the rear. The rear is pretty simple. All it is just one bolt here and then 3 nuts on the top of the shock tower. And yeah, there's really not much adjustment to make in the back, so not really an issue. The main one and the hardest is the front side. So yeah, I hope that kind of all makes sense. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below. Before I lower the car down, I want to show you guys, this side is kind of toying out a lot, so I gotta fix that. My tie rod is almost maxed out, so I might need a new outer tie rod end. I have GK Tech inners, but the outer I might have to get a new one because I only have like a few more threads left, and then this will get undone. At least this side isn't too bad. Ankle check. That's the driver's side, and check out the passenger side. This thing is freaking crazy. This is not even fully extended out. This is about halfway or a little bit more than half, but I still got more adjustments to if I want to get this to extend more out. On the driver's side, I feel like I can get some more ankle out of this, but I can't turn the wheels anymore. So you guys kind of look, you can see right there. I feel like it should be more like to the side, like this way. But compared to the passenger side, you can see right there. Nothing is touching, thank God. So tie rod is clear. Yep, everything looks clear over here. I don't think there'll be any binding in the back. That's clear right there. I can stick my whole hand. The other side, yep. Let's check out driver's side. Looks good. Oh damn! Look at, check out that wheels to coilover clearance right there. Holy shit! Let's see on this side too. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but okay. So this is full lock driver side. You can see nothing is. Well, this is kind of close. It's about 1 finger gap. And let's take a look at this side. Yep. This one is clear. Oh, I see something. That outer tie rod end looks like it's binding on the arm itself. Yep. So this one is binding on the control arm. So I might need a I might have to get a rack spacer. Yeah, because I can feel a little resistance on the steering wheel. So like if I were to turn the wheels now, this would get stuck. See, I'm trying to push it the other way and it's like stuck right now. On the old coilovers, there's a bump stop here. With this PBM, the bump stop is no longer here. might be a problem if I might full lock. I don't think the wheel will return by itself. Yeah, I gotta try to adjust that somehow. Alright, so I'm now gonna be adjusting the sway bar. I know it's not ideal, but if it works, it works. That was a lot, and I hope you guys learned a few things from it, and I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, there's a lot to do today, and I'm glad I got it done. You guys know the drill. Like, subscribe. You'll be seeing more 240 content. I have a big plan for the E36, and I'm still trying to source parts for it, so that's why you haven't seen the E36 on the channel for quite a while. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in today with me and Jason. I really appreciate it. Jason and I were just trying our best to produce quality content for you guys, and we are busy with work, so at least once or twice a week we get some shop time, and that's really not enough, because sometimes we do a big job and it doesn't get done in the same day, and we have to come back when we get time, so that kind of pushes back. And so that's why some of these videos might be like weeks to a month back. So if you guys are watching this right now, it's probably about a few weeks back. But I mean, as long as I get the contents out for you guys, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Like, subscribe. See you guys later.